That 1 second in the lap, that's all you need to do, 1 second each length.
The Green family from Nottingham are super fit and highly ambitious. Mum Tracey and stepdad Ben's goal is for 11-year-old Shantae to swim for England in the 2012 Olympics.
She's training hard and she's training 6 times a week. She's putting 110% in every time she trains. So hopefully, in the targets we've given her, she's achieving them.
When she did it the other day, I said to her, didn't it, could you have gone quicker? She says, yeah. So she's not done it before.
Tracey wants to see Shantae succeed where she failed.
When I was a kid, I was very good and want me to go.
Shantae's gruelling swimming schedule dominates the entire family routine.
Shan, what time do you go training tonight?
It starts 8:30.
Mum and Dad take equal responsibility for keeping the programme on course, as well as sharing the chores.
If you work together as a team, and then you'll have more time to actually together, than that person just doing it all on their own.
I always say sport gives dedication. It also teaches them discipline.
You discipline them when they're at a young age, and then they'll learn when they get older.
Their strict regime for Shantae includes fines for neglecting her many chores and misbehaving.
Too naughty.
Patch. Husband, really.
Something coffee in that drink?
No, it's just Coke.
What? You think
Their free-living ways also extend to their parenting.
There's no rules there's no discipline in the house. They rule the house, really.
Yes,
to be fair, they rule the house.
They don't push their kids to do anything, and the kids do what they want. 19-year-old Sam has chosen to be a lap dancer.
I like the job because it's more like a night out for me, because I can go out and I can see my friends, I can have a drink, I can have a cigarette, do you know what I mean? I can earn money as I'm spending it, and then I come...
To her mum, Chris.
And there's times when me and Ray want to go out, but we have to now think about who's going to have Jess. My job revolves around Jessica.
As a nurse, Chris has a demanding job, but she still has to fetch the family's takeaways 7 days a week.
Thank
And
you.
even buys her kids cigarettes.
As a nurse, I know it's wrong, but hey, I'm a parent and I love my kids and I just want them to be happy.
You can be replaced.
I'm the cook, cleaner, bottle washer, washing up lady, babysitter, taxi driver. I do everything. Bye. Bye.
Before meeting their new families, Chris and Tracey have the chance to look around their new homes.
Okay.
So definitely younger, there's potties in the living room, there's nappies as well. Oh, no. Kids can generally annoy me.
Oh, somebody's in the swim squad. Exactly.
So don't eat shepherd's pie, cottage pie or lasagna. If Shantae put a list up saying she wouldn't eat that, then she'd eat it, I'd make it.
She's really into her swimming. I hope I don't get up early in the morning to go swimming. I am not getting up at any time to go. This must be the love room. Jesus Christ. It's very organised up here. They're a very straight-laced family.
Both wives have written a manual as a guide to running their homes.
There are lots of people in our house, but I don't believe in rules or discipline. No. How can you like it, disordered and undisciplined with no rules?
And Shantae swims all I have apart from swimming.
Many people would think that we have a very strange relationship. We are swingers. Crazy people share their partners. I would never share my husband. There's some things lacking in the relationship because otherwise you wouldn't swing.
Jesus Christ, what a manual. The child swims more than she has a life.
Hiya. How are you?
All right, thank you
Are you
very
all
much.
right?
Yeah. I'll introduce some more. That's Jessica. Ginny. Samantha. Right, that's right.
Hello.
Hi, Annie.
Hello. Pleased to meet you.
Right.
Oh, I'll get my hug. Hello, darling. My name's Chris.
I'm Ben.
Hello, young lady.
And that's
Hello. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's nice. Oh, don't worry. I don't mind, honestly.
Stop shaking now. Right.
I want to get the bath right because I
Right.
don't want you moaning at me. So how do you
I
like
can always
it?
add up all the time.
Go and get the food.
More used to an equal partnership, Tracey must now play the role of dutiful wife. First task is running Ray's bath and laying out his clothes.
So what would you normally just anything?
I wear whatever people say.
So generally just that.
Yeah.
I can't just, maybe I'm just too much of a feminist, but even running the bath for somebody every night to me is weird. I'd do it if I wanted to do it, but I wouldn't do it because it was part of my duty.
So far, so good. I'm very impressed so far. But it's only day one. There's been no pressure on it yet.
Yeah. What we ordered.
Tracey's next chore is dinner. And as usual, it's a takeaway.
Dinner!
You don't eat enough to keep a bird alive.
There was nothing nutritious on that. And that little baby tonight, they brought her chips and nuggets and she didn't eat any of it.
This is bizarre. This is a cooker.
Dinner's also proving to be an issue in Nottingham.
Veg. Shall I cook spaghetti bolognese? Have you got pasta sauce and stuff? Bolognese sauce and...
No, we make our own.
Oh, okay. Have you got some oil?
Some oil for
To fry the mince.
All right. Well, to fry the mince.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna...
Oh, it fries in its own.
Do you not put any oil in?
That
Put
one
the
to the
back
back.
one on.
Put it onto the back
Okay.
and then turn it down.
You look worried, Ben.
I'm just watching what I'm just actually watching what you do. You see.
I won't poison you. We'll have some fun with dinner.
After a few days, she'll start getting on my nerves. I think. Yeah.
He's very controlling because obviously now I'm trying to cook dinner. He's trying to get in there and do it his way. So I think we're going to have a few issues about what he should and shouldn't be doing. So that'll be fun. It's Ben's house, but it'll be my house.
Tracey Green's first day living in the Liberal Ramsey's home. Her first job is to look after baby Jeff,
Stay there.
whilst Mum Sam and her boyfriend recover from the night.
And don't be too far. Oh, Jesus. Oh,
Fuck then, innit?
tell him, bad boy.
Thick as
She's a baby. Chris, she's acting like mum to the child rather than grandma. Just needs to realise that mum's the boss and grandma's just grandma. Do I get up with her in the morning?
Yep.
And what time does she get up?
She'll get up about, it depends then.
Days a week, while she goes to work in Cheltenham as a lap
Right,
dancer.
Yeah.
So then when she comes down, what does she like to do? When
She'll
she
just sit in front of the telly when she wakes up in the morning. She'll just sit in front of the telly with a bottle. She won't do anything. She'll be fine.
Does she like to watch anything particular?
She'll
foot
tell
eight.
you. She'll say Fifi.
She'll take the remote off you and
She'll
the
take,
man.
yeah, she'll take the remote off you and try and do it herself.
Ah.
The
Yeah.
telly's hers all
She
day.
controls the TV, that's why I'm on the computer all day.
Yeah.
What?
She controls the telly.
Who?
She does.
She does.
It's like from 8 in the morning till like she goes
There's
to
no one
bed.
else watches it.
3-year-olds don't control tellies. There seems to be a chain of, and it seems to be going down the family, starting from grandma to mum to daughter to their daughter, and you know you've got 4 generations there, and it could hit a 5th if the pattern don't get amended.
Next up, it's the breakfast run to McDonald's.
When it was mentioned takeaway breakfast hat, that's the one I really couldn't get around. I don't even let my daughter have chocolate cereals in the morning.
At the Greens in Nottingham, Shantae has got herself ready. And with early morning chores already done, she's off to the gym.
She does swimming 6 days a week. Outside activities away from swimming pushed into her swimming. A lot of your effort and your time is pushed into her swimming.
Yeah.
You are promoting, you and Tracey are doing everything for her. right, because you want to do the best for her. I am doing exactly the same. I want the best for my children, so I give my children the best.
But that isn't being the best for them.
Why isn't
It's
it?
spoiling them, like I said.
But
They're not
what's wrong
learning.
with spoiling your kids?
What's wrong with them? They don't respect or
They do.
gratitude for
They
anything.
do, deep down, I think.
You're right. They do, deep down, I
But
think.
then, well, no, in
yeah.
fact, all right, I'll take that back. I hope that they respect me.
You're doing really great.
Tracey's had to pick up the second takeaway of the day.
Hello. You're right. Did you get lost?
So you took your time, didn't you?
The chip shop was absolutely rammed.
Was it? Ginny's upstairs.
Ginny!
Food! Do you want a can of pop?
In a minute. What do you eat out of packets, plates?
Whatever, please.
You know, if you and what's name did cook every night, do you think you prefer that than takeaways? I'm just curious because obviously it's only the second time I've been here and had 2 takeaways. It's about £25 they wasted on tonight's dinner. I tell you something, I've got bad stomach already, I have.
Dinner in the greenhouse is a healthier option with Shantae's special training diet.
Whoever comes in first has got to start dinner because Sian's has to go swimming and she has to eat for a certain time. So we have to get dinner done as quick as we can.
After dinner, the family's evening is devoted to Shantae's swimming.
But she's up down that lane for an hour. It's too competitive for an 11-year-old. It's just too much competition. What I said, what I'm saying
How
is
do you
she's
think they get to the
11.
level?
She's 11.
Yeah, but they start at 4 and 5.
Not, well, that's wrong.
It's up to you what you want your daughter to do. They're doing exercise.
My daughter, Sam, pole dancer. She's around a pole all night today, all night. She is physically fit.
So how many times does she train her?
She does as she works. That's her training when she works, and she does that 4 days a week, 4 nights a week.
So do you really want your daughter to do that then?
Do I want her to? It makes her happy then. There's no difference between you supporting Sean and everything she does and backing her 100% because that's something she loves to do. And there's no difference to me.
What I'm saying to you
But
is...
it's coming across as if that's something you think is disgusting.
I find it wrong, yes.
Do you?
Lap dancers and prostitutes, they're different.
That's
but they do
that's
cross
a real
over.
general. That's
But they do cross over.
No, they don't. No, they don't. Because you're comparing that somebody's a lap dancer or a pole dancer is also into prostitution, and they're not.
I didn't say. I said it's a crossover.
Well, they don't.
Some do.
Well, not as far as I'm aware, they don't. And I think that's a.
Ask your daughter then.
He more or less insinuated that, if you're out there, mate, you're on a fine line here because I will flip.
In the Ramsey house, Ginny's extreme views cause concern for Tracey.
That's why
Maybe not all Asian.
I'm not racist, but I just don't like Asian people.
What?
Doing it like that, I bloody hate it.
Why?
I just do it. I can't stand
He just wants to go out and shoot them.
Why?
No, it's not like that.
No, but we're
It's
just...
just that every time I go to apply for a job, I walk in the next day, that's someone I didn't see there before, and they'll have it. That's
Yeah, but what if if you met somebody, and they was really nice, would the fact that they're Asian cloud your...
Well, no, if they're alright, no, of course
Oh,
not.
right, so it's not just...
Majority of
So in other words, it's...
that are me,
Is it
Terrorists, I don't like. That's why.
Yeah, but not all Asians are terrorists.
Yeah, I know, but it's like most of them are.
You can't just say, I don't like you, you're Asian. I was surprised that Dad didn't pull her up for it, really. Do you think you're the stricter parent or your wife?
I used to be the disciplinarian, but Chris reckons I was too strict with them.
Do you find the cheeky now you're not
Oh
disciplining
yeah,
them?
definitely.
So have you thought to going back to staying?
And it's too late now.
Never too late.
The rules of the house allow the boyfriends of 19-year-old Sam and 16-year-old Ginny.
Unfortunately, last night, I could hear Sam and a boyfriend through the wall. Well, Jess was in the room. I didn't hear Jess wake up. But surely, if I could hear it from my bed here, and I'm not my bed's not on the wall, and it was loud, then Dad's got to have heard that. And to be honest with you, I felt like knocking on the door and saying, do you mind? No way would I let Shantae have a boyfriend stop over. Not if she was living at home at 26, I wouldn't.
Definitely think it's going to rain, Ben.
It's the weekend, but in the green home there is no time to...
See the inside of them unless you do something
No,
I don't
that's
know.
like double getting the crease of that.
It drives me balmy. Because it's like... But I've got to do something, and he's there.
Because with you, the amount of steam he's using there,
Yeah.
you probably get away with it.
It's like, move out my way. That's like my role. It's Ben's way or no way. That's how I feel, you know. That's stopping on my rule change day.
While Ben keeps the garden under control, Chris grabs some time with Shantae.
Most of these are just from gala, school galas.
Do you think swimming's quite competitive?
Yeah, but you've got to be.
What about the girls that you swim with?
Basically, they're my target kind of thing.
But do you think there's other things other than swimming that you'd like to do?
I like everything. But I think if I didn't go swimming, then I don't know. Then I'll just be, I get lazy and that. And then I would like...
Is that what you're frightened of then? If you don't go swimming, that you become lazy?
Yeah.
So who set you on to swimming then? Was that your mum or was that
my
Ben?
mum.
Your mum. She's not letting Shantae be a child. She's been made a clone of her mother. Her values on Shantae, and that you will go swimming, you will do this, you will do that, but there's nothing else has been encouraged, no other outside curriculum. There's more to life than swimming up and down a pissing pool all day.
In Birmingham, Tracey is having a night out Ramsay style. She's going swinging.
Now, what do you want to drink?
Jack Daniels and Coke, please.
Jack Daniels and Coke, Ray?
And I'll have Southern Comfort and Coke, please.
That's a suspension unit. You can use it for
Do you want to be shoved up with your wrists?
Yes, you're
Off
right
you
there.
go. I've always thought that people that swing, there's got to be something missing in the relationship, because if you was happy in what you had, then there wouldn't be a third party involved.
Do you want to stand on there and I can show you?
No. Thank you anyway. Is there something missing in the relationship to feel the need to have, not have to, but to have sex out of the marriage?
We find it brings us closer together because we have our fantasies instead of him having a fantasy and me having a fantasy. We can talk about and have a dual fantasy and fulfill that fantasy together.
But it's just...
Wow.
Because we're men with animals.
Why do
Absolutely. It's a natural urge, isn't it?
But we're on different scales with that.
You've got to be very careful how you approach it.
Yeah.
You can't force it.
No.
But tonight, talk about swinging is as far as Tracey is prepared to go. It's rule change day, and both wives are keen to make their mark.
I'm not doing it to annoy the kids, I'm doing it to get them to communicate.
Restaurants, Chinese is.
Oh, she sold it, Ellen.
What do you think?
No, too good, man. What's going on?
This family has far too much discipline and authority, and not enough fun together.
You all live in this family, but you don't tend to function properly together as a family, united.
You train very hard, okay? I know that you love your swimming, but I feel you need to take a week off. We're going to spend a girly day out. Get your nails done, look at some clothes, have some pizza in your bedroom, some ice cream, some pop. I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it when I'm going to do it, not as she drops them.
Sam, you probably won't like me saying this, but I think Jess watches too much television. You know I think she's an intelligent kid. And I know what you're going to say. I have enrolled her in a nursery.
I love to the point in nursery. I'd be quite happy to wait until she's in preschool or something, but I don't want to go into nursery.
Ben, you need to loosen up your attitude. No more household chores. You do far too much in this house.
Who's going to do it all?
Me, I will. So no more cooking. It's time. Not roly-poly.
Ben has to be a couch potato. He's not allowed to do anything. So if there's something on the floor, then we can't, like, pick it up. Or even if, like, you get out of bed and, like, your bed's messy, you can't tidy it up, which I'm still going to do.
I think she's punishing me. And she was trying to say, how? I says, well, the things you know I don't like doing, the things you got me doing, the things I like doing, you're stopping me from doing. So I says, to me, that's punishing someone.
Ray, I don't think you pull your weight in the marriage. I think that Chris does tend to baby you a bit. You've said before that you think that the kids do take the mick and all this. I personally don't agree with the kids having the partners stay over, as I personally find it disrespectful. I wouldn't let my daughters do it. More chance to fly.
Tracey's rules may not be popular with the women, but the man of the house is a willing convert.
To the new rules.
To the new rules.
I have let Chris run the house. She wanted to. I've, rightly or wrongly, I've sat back and let her. So, yes, Ramsey strikes back. The Ramsey man is going to be a dad again.
Ramsey man's first mission is to take charge in the kitchen.
Let's have a look.
It's nice to do this because I've never done this before. If I'd have had my way, you see.
Hello. Can we have chicken balls in the batter? Yeah. And can we have some chips?
In Nottingham, Shantae's training diet is the first thing to go.
Welcome, darling.
Right.
Looks quite nice, actually. Does it taste all right?
Yeah.
I'm turning to right porker. I know I keep saying that, but I really am.
Today, as part of the rule changes, Chris is taking Shantae on a shopping spree.
It's about her becoming a young lady and having fun. And the emphasis being on fun, because at the moment she's... Oh, they're nice.
Have a look, babe.
Do you feel comfortable in them? Yeah. You could buy those. And I just said to Ben as we were walking around, I'll tell you what, you get those for Shantae. He's like, okay. I thought, should I buy it then? She can give me back later. I went, no, you buy them for her, so let's spoil her. And the look of shock on his face, because he's got to get his wallet out. Next, we're going to go to a designer shop, Sean.
Chance.
Up there, there's a designer shop. We'll have a look. We've got Ben. He's got a platinum card now. Oh, he's got a platinum card. We'll have a look.
It's nice to spoil them now and then. It is, as long as they thank you for it. But if they get used to it, then they're not grateful for it. All right, babe. Huh?
What do you like and what you don't like? Do you like the jeans?
I don't think they look right.
They look lovely
They look
on.
nice on you. Especially with that
Don't
thing
worry
at the
about them
back.
and me.
I don't want them though. She's like trying to force me to buy these clothes I didn't want to buy, you know. Or I didn't want Ben to buy them because I didn't want them.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Right, bye. Right.
Thank you anyway.
It's not about Ben spending money, it's about Ben spending time and letting Shantae grow up into a young lady and have fun. And have...
At 10:30. It's now 11:15.
Where's Ginny?
Aaron's.
What now? Right, can I have the phone to phone, please, somebody?
Hello, Ginny. I want you home now, please. Come on.
Principal of it is. We agreed on 10:30.
She was trying to twist it. She was trying to say that you said as long as you didn't stay in the same room.
The difference is, Ray, I said 10:30 for a start, it's 11:15. So what's she doing out of the house? Deadline. She said 11. It just seems every time I negotiate with Ginny, she takes the I'm sorry I'm swearing, but...
It's right, you're right.
So I think what I've learned with Ginny is don't negotiate. I've got to work out what to do.
An hour after curfew, Ginny finally appears.
What do you mean? Why are you in trouble, Ginny? I said 10:30.
Yeah, I walked him back round.
But you don't walk anyone back
I walked him round to get his keys.
But you don't. That's what I'm saying. I've come home at 10:30. We agreed. What it seems, Ginny, every time I negotiate with you, you take the mick.
Yeah, you do.
You don't take the mick. I was in yesterday. I walked him back round to get his keys.
After 10:30, that was the rules.
I walked him back round to get his keys.
You're not supposed to be out, don't you understand? 10:30 we said.
Yeah, I was back for half.
I don't give a 10:30 we said.
At the end of the day, you should have been in. You shouldn't have been out.
Why did you go out the house?
To get his keys.
Why have you got to get his
Because he's going
keys?
to meet his dad.
You're making excuses, you.
Oh, am I making
To be honest with you, Ro, we're asking for this because we're standing there explaining ourselves.
You don't need to explain yourself. I know
No,
where
I
you're coming
don't.
from. We're not really.
I'll tell you something. You can give your dad your mobile for a start,
You can tell what we're doing about.
and don't go anywhere tomorrow. No, it isn't all. That at the
I'm not
moment.
being rude. I've given you my phone.
Go to your room.
Well, at the moment, that's what I've said. You can
Say bye to Aaron.
too damn rude.
In.
I'm thanking Paul.
You ain't. Yeah, say goodbye.
Yeah, that's what I've just done.
At the time I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna kill her. And I just wanted to give up. I just wanted to think, no, that's it, I've had enough. If I can't see my boyfriend, then why should I stick it out?
Tracey's asked me to basically go back to how I was with discipline. I don't know, because I think I'm getting more out of it. You know, short term, okay, the kids won't talk to me, but I think long term, they'll benefit.
Right, I've noticed you've tidied up in here. Just wants a good hoovering, really.
Chris has taken over the household chores, but Ben's finding it hard to let go.
Like I say, the table could do with a good cleaning.
Well, we haven't used this, so why does it need a good cleaning?
Sian should have done it, but when you changed the rules, you didn't do it the next day.
It's fine.
So with her not doing it the next day, it's been
But we
like
haven't
that.
used it. It's a bit of dust.
That ain't dust, that's crumbs.
All right.
You've got crumbs everywhere. Sian's usually tidies up the shoes, right? And I said, no, but it is.
And he said, he really is he's like, it's like I'm living with an 80-year-old. I know he's a little bit older than me, but not that much older. And it's like I'm living with my granddad.
Yeah, did that on purpose.
No, that's the coffee machine,
Oh,
actually, the lid on the coffee machine. I didn't do that on purpose, seriously. That's a coffee lid thing.
What I'm saying is, it would have been cleaned up.
I don't think about things like that until I'm doing them. But it's like you're walking around going, it's a bit pain.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, it's like, say, slippers there. I didn't fancy tripping up them.
And that bothered you now, those slippers, don't it, Mum?
It has.
In the Ramsey house, Tracey's rules are starting to pay off.
I do understand I was in the wrong last night. And I'm sorry for that.
I weren't raving mad, but I was more I felt let down.
So that's the thing I didn't let happen. I mean, I was like, oh, you know, obviously, I'm not going to argue with you because I'm not going to raise my voice because you're not my mum. I have more respect for you because...
You need to have more respect for your mum.
Exactly.
Tracey now has some time off, as Sam has taken on all the mothering duties for baby Jess.
And actually just sit there, I think it's actually quite a good thing. And the more and more I think about it, and the more and more I like the changes, and the more and more I actually see myself as being a different person, which is a good thing.
Are you tired, Jess? Don't you dare go to sleep.
Under her new rules, Tracey is making Sam put Jess into nursery and find a job.
I've seen a lot of bad-tempered kids come out of nursery, and I've seen them swearing and things like that, and I don't want that for Jess. Jess is quite content with just me. She's learning a lot from me as it is. I'm sure she does.
With Sam, this is a very touchy subject and give 100%. So what I'm a little bit apprehensive is I'm not here to make her feel a bad mum. I'm here to try and help her be a better mum, I suppose. Play with some toys. You play with some toys, some children. This is Mum, by the way.
You're right.
Internet. Ready? And we have liftoff.
To help Shantae keep in touch with her friends and have more fun, Chris has moved the computer into her bedroom.
No,
What does Tracey use then?
What do you mean, what does Tracey
She's
use?
stuck in this room.
She can still do it. But she just has to do it. Well, you do it together as a group, as a
Shans
family.
doesn't want to do that. Shans likes to just do music and do her pictures like that.
Yeah, let her do it.
Right, so to me...
It's called playing, Ben.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. It's called playing.
Playing
it's called
what?
having fun. You're supposed to be her parents.
I'm also supposed
You're
to...
supposed to be
I'm
a
also supposed to be a guardian and explain to her, understand that you don't get everything just like that.
No,
Just
that's
like
about
that.
No, that's just you, Ben.
No, just
that's
like
you.
that.
It's not just like that.
It is just
a
like that.
computer. Every child should have a computer in their home. Every
We
child.
have got a computer in our home.
You control
No.
the computer.
Hang on, we
you
have
control
got
what she does and what she doesn't do.
Right, I'll wait
You're
till
the
you
one
finish,
that
right.
says no. Well, I'm saying control everybody in this house, Ben.
Yeah, right.
Is under your rules, right?
Go on, yeah.
She's an 11-year-old girl, and this is a life for her.
Do you want the
This
computer in
is-
your room, Shans?
I'm not really bothered.
Do you want the computer in your room, Shans?
Not really, no. I like it in my room, yeah.
Well, tell
See,
Mum,
she likes
tell
it in her
Mum then.
room.
Tell Mum.
She's become a child again. She's gone from a shy girl, and I know it's taken some time for her to get used to me, but her whole personality's changed. It's as if, yeah, I'm allowed to do this. I can have fun, and I can become, me. She's become an individual as opposed to Ben telling
Sam to learn to teach pole dancing.
You can be a mum, not a part-time mum. You can spend time with Jess, hence the nursery, and also do this as for a living, for a 9 to 5 Monday to Friday job.
Jump up, no legs, and stay there as long as you can.
Oh yeah, you should try. So she can still come home, she can be a mum to Jess, and she can also have a separate passion, because she's only young and it gets a bit boring being a mum.
Swing it round and then do it just like that. If I get the qualifications and I do it, then I won't be working as a lap dancer. I'll be doing the teaching. That'll be like a normal job, so I get to spend more time with Jess.
But she's yet to convince her about nursery for Jess.
So, Sam, biggest question of all. You said you was going to assess her behaviour. What did you assess?
My first impressions are good, all good. I'm glad she enjoyed herself. It looked like she enjoyed herself, so I'm happy.
Half a Carlin, please, and a Carlsberg. Pint.
Ray's usual idea of a romantic night out is to take his wife swinging. But Tracey's keen to show him there's other ways to spend time together.
What do you think Chris would signify as being romantic?
Random and giving her a peck. Giving her a peck on the cheek, like,
I bet you any money if she comes home and you've cooked her dinner, she'll probably fall off her chair, but I'll tell you something.
I probably would as well.
I'll tell you something though, it would mean the world to her.
I think we've got a definite lack of communication.
Yeah.
And when she comes back, we're
Heart
going
to
to.
heart.
I'm going to address it seriously.
Heart to heart.
I didn't realise how she felt, and I don't think you do. You take each other for granted, and so really, I mean, this is a lifeline. I think it's a lifeline. It'll do us good.
pour the pot.
Chris's campaign to spoil Shantae continues with a party for her
Yes, so I
son.
could give it.
I believe if Sean wants her friends to stay over and she wants to eat with them, she has to clean up her own mess. I don't think if I brought my mates round, then I'd have to clean my mess up. So if she wanted her mates to have a party, that's what she wants, then she can have it, but she needs to clean up.
He's obsessed, this man. Absolutely obsessed with controlling people. You're gaining a daughter that's enjoying herself and having fun and learning to be a family. But he just doesn't get it. He just doesn't grasp it. And he can't, surely he can't be that thick.
When I first met Chris, I thought I wasn't going to get on with her, and I thought she was going to be one of these people who didn't believe in working and didn't believe in cleaning and didn't believe, just stuff like that. So, but I've got on with her, and She's a really nice lady.
Found that green one, you have to plug it back in now. Was it in
Chrissy's style of parenting is proving less popular with Ben and his friends.
Anything she wants, I will go and get her. Do I think my kids respect me?
Yeah.
I hope they respect me.
But you can't say whether they do or not.
No.
You shouldn't.
I used to have rules. I have done that. You will do as I say, and they've left.
Yeah, but what are you worried
and
about
they've
then?
left. I'm not
Them
I'm not
leaving?
worried. No, I'm not worried about anything.
I don't know, I'm just asking you.
No,
You're
I'm
worried
not worried
about them leaving?
absolutely nothing about my kids. If they want to leave home, that is their choice. But at least I know.
But you're trying
that
to
if
keep
they-
them there.
No, I'm not.
If you're buying everything for them,
Yeah.
they're going to stay there.
Well, of course
simply.
I would, wouldn't you?
Precisely.
Oh.
I will move into your
They're my
house.
kids. I'm not just going to stop giving them what they want once they
Yeah, but
reach 16.
to me, buying
You
them-
ain't having no more money because you're now 16.
You're buying your kids.
I'm not buying my kids.
You're buying them to be there.
No, I'm not.
You are. You're paying for everything.
I think the conversations I've had, just how much my kids probably don't respect me when I thought they did. I really thought, it's not about discipline, because discipline and respect are two different things. But the more, like Ben says to me, do your kids respect you? I can't answer him truthfully because I don't. So, things are going to have to change at home.
It's the end of the swap and time for the wives to return to their families.
I can't wait to get home, but I still feel a little bit sad about saying goodbye to the girls.
I don't need to go a weekend therapy course because I think I've just learnt that in my last few days.
My family's functioning a lot more like a family now. We're talking and we're getting things resolved doing it that way, so I shall keep that up.
Yes!
Oh, that's celebrating.
First.
Not bad.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Chris, nice to meet you.
Tracey. Hello, hubby. The first thing I went in with was the discipline. They're lovely kids, but they kind of had no structure. They just did what they wanted.
I've discovered over this last week or so, the last 2 weeks, that my kids take the out of me, and they have took out of me. There's no discipline in my home, but I wouldn't want it as disciplined as yours.
No, you just meet halfway. If you just put... We rarely get on. We never fall out.
Well, you don't have a close relationship as you think you do, Shantae. I'll tell you now. You
Well,
don't.
I'm glad maybe I don't because
your house is a house. It's not a home. Shantae is too old-headed. She's 11 years old, and she scares me in that she's very swimming orientated, and it seems you're trying to live out your swimming in her, because obviously from what I gather you used to be a very good swimmer, and then obviously for whatever reason you then stopped doing that, and Shantae loves her swimming. I would never take that away from her, but she lacks other things. Everything like a friend.
Don't want more than one stopping.
No, well, she had a sleepover in the bedroom, and she was one different child last week to the child this week. I've never heard her laugh so much. She's allowed to relax more. She's not been uptight about what she does or what she doesn't do in the house.
I've always said that. And like I said,
He's
I've
always
told
told
Tracey,
me.
I tell her
He's
all the
always told
time
me that.
she's 11.
I spend a lot of time with her swimming. I'm the main driver of that. But I've realised that I need to take time to allow her to be a child more.
Well, if I've got anything out of this, it's I've took back. I'll back her all the way now.
That's what you should
But
do.
I am going to be the dominant force. Not Chris. It'll be me now.
Where Ben's concerned is he's obsessed with things in the house. Like you've got to have a bin.
No, but you're
he does a
working
room
too hard.
inspection. No, but
You're
he
working
does
too
room
hard, and what I
inspections.
do is help
He does
Tracey
a room
out.
inspection, a room inspection. If he had a whistle Captain Von Track. And
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
very
That's
regimental,
probably
very
where-
structured in the house. And I'm
When
not
she
saying
takes
my house is
over,
perfect.
you find it very hard to stand back and let
It's
somebody else.
driving him
Not really, because I find it boring just doing nothing.
Yeah.
I went to a swinging club, by the way.
Did you?
And do you think there's something missing in your marriage? Question mark. And he said, no, our marriage is perfect. And I says to him, you know what, it ain't perfect.
I'm definitely going to be more romantic with her. Definitely. She comes downstairs looking lovely. And I say, it gets to here, and I stop. Yeah, instead of saying,
Yeah, told me that.
oh, you look lovely. I know it's only a couple of words, but I don't. I don't say it, and I should.
You should.
This is contempt and
You said the
taking it
words,
for
didn't
granted.
you?
And that's going to change.
Good.
Who you make her cry now? I think you
Your
better give her a
turn.
cuddle.
Your turn.
No, you're going to cuddle your wife first. Yeah.
Hello. Yeah. Where's the telly gone? You miss me.
Still my head in.
You miss the telly.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
In the months since the swap, there have been big changes in the greenhouse.
I think it gave me the power to say, you know something, this has got to change now, and we'll spend that extra little bit of quality time together. And we've been out for a couple of meals together, and we've even had a couple of takeaways, haven't we? Not excessive, because it gives me a stomachache.
And it's not all work and no play for Sha.
But it's also important to have fun.
We've had a couple of girly shopping days as well. That's why our wardrobe's so full. When he does the ironing, he's moaning he can't get the stuff in the wardrobe.
And in Birmingham, the Ramsey home is a very different place.
Clever girl. Go on.
Sam has moved out and is now a full-time mother to Jess.
We are grandparents now. Well, I'm a grandmother now. I always was a grandmother, but I was actually a mother. So that's stopped. So the house has just changed so much now in that there's no toys or...
It's made me like think, no, what do I actually want from like life sort of thing. I wanted to get a different job and I wanted to put Jess in nursery, give her some time with other children away from me so I've got time to myself.
Enjoy your meal.
Chris has got more time with Brad.
Yes.
And they've got big plans.
Next year we've married 21 years. When we got married all those years ago, we got married in a registry office and as he was a divorcee. And now we've got the church due next year. It's all booked. Beautiful church. 10 bridesmaids. What a nightmare.
And we're looking for substitutes. Anybody wants a sub? Enjoy your meal.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Bye.